is Technique Tuesday. I'm Coach Joe at Breakaway Fitness and Performance. I want to review today or talk about hamstring curl with sliders. So one of the most commonly injured places in an athlete, or one of the most common injuries that a lot of athletes tend to have, are hamstring pulls from sprints and things like that. When the hamstrings are having to react explosively every time we hit the ground and we pull that leg back up or it comes out behind us. I would say in our general population, our adults that don't train for sports, we don't see as many hamstring pulls, but we work with a population of about 80% women to 20% guys here at Breakaway, and traditionally, women tend to over-rely on their quads in most exercises, or build their quads up at a young age from however they tend to move, and they tend to use their hamstrings a lot less. So whether you're a guy or a lady, this exercise can benefit you, but we want to make sure, and we do make sure here at BFP, that there is a major focus on the hamstrings so that we can try to balance out where most people tend to be a lot stronger on the front than they are on the back. And one way to do that is a slider or hamstring curl with sliders. So the way we set this up, I'm going to dig my heels into these sliders, and I'm going to lay back on the floor. And there's a couple different things you can do with your hands, which I'll talk about in just a second. But to start off this exercise, I'm going to kind of go out about 45 degrees with my hands. And I'll lift my toes up because I find if my toes go down, I might lose grip on this slider. But I'm going to drive my hips up, so I'm squeezing real tight right through here. And I'm going to go out really slow. And as I go down slow, my hips do drop. I don't have to try to keep my hips up, and I get a lot of tension in those hamstrings. So once I get to where my knees are almost straight, but I'm still off the ground here, I'm going to pull those back in. And you'll feel a lot of tension in the hamstrings in this movement. So we go out slow, 3, 2, 1, once I get nice and long, and then pull back in. Now, if you struggle to keep your back in a good position, or you feel pressure in your back as those legs go down, it's because we're not keeping our pelvis in the right place. So for a lot of people, it helps them to have something to hold on to. So once we grab onto a sled, I can sort of tilt that pelvis, keep those glutes tight, and I'm going to maintain that tension as I go down slow. Once I get all the way down, I'm going to pull back up, and if I have to, I'll re-engage those hips and lift them back up. So we go down slow, and then come back up. So always focusing on going down slow on this would probably be ideal for most people, mainly because this isn't a ton of resistance and not a lot of weight. So we need some time under tension to get the benefits. And generally when people hurt their hamstrings, it's that portion of the movement, it's the eccentric when they're getting lengthened, that they tend to hurt it. So it's worth spending some time coming out slow with those feet, and then a good 2 seconds coming back in to help make them stronger on the other end of the spectrum as well. So for Technique Tuesday, we talked about the slider hamstring curl. If you got some questions, throw them in those comments below. Otherwise, have a great day.